When you gather enough EXP, you get another option. I just had to do it. I'm sorry. Hey guys, my name is FF Angel, and I am an Atomic Picnic guy. So, Atomic Picnic is a party-like rogue-like game. It's a wave clear game where you and your buddies can team up and just mow down waves of enemies. The roguelike aspect comes from the fact that after you can use currency to upgrade your character to increase your power. So the longer you play, the stronger your character can become. There is a limit, and we do earn currency in our runs. Currently, we are in early alpha, and I encourage everyone to click my link below to see if you can get signed up for the alpha to try out the game. It's great, and they are really listening to the feedback right now. So, it's pretty fun. Now, I'm going to just do like a quick rundown of the game, just to kind of explain some of the general things that new players might be asking. So, the first thing is that this is a roguelike, so as you play the game, you will get options to build your character every run. So we have unique builds. We have 4 characters currently in the game. We have good old Ash from the demo. We have Bonnie. We have Heine. And then we have JD. Currently, these characters are all just skins. They provide no extra bonuses, but they will in the future, according to the development team from what we've gathered from the Discord. We have 4 weapons right now. We have the assault rifle. It's your bread and butter mid-range to close-range weapon. You hold down the trigger, you spray, you pray, you win the game. We have the grenade launcher. It's a little bit more AoE focused. It shoots grenades. It does have some pretty good builds. Then we have the shotgun. This is my favorite weapon by far. It does a lot of close quarters damage. It does really bad in the flying enemies until you get the hang of it, but it has some great builds as well. And then we have the sniper rifle. This is the king of single target shots. It does a lot of damage. The trade-off is its starting fire rate is really slow, but you can get this thing firing pretty quickly as well. And I will have my own separate video on all the weapons and some of the builds you can try with them. Next up is the devices. View the devices like grenades in other games. We have our typical frag grenade, which whenever you put them in the lobby, you can see what they kind of look like. When you throw it, it will bounce. It will explode 3 times. It will continue to bounce. So you throw it at like a slight angle. It will explode, bounce, explode, bounce, explode. So you'll get the hang of how to control the bouncing explosions, but it works pretty good. This is the charm. This is, in my opinion, one of the best grenades. It did just get nerfed, so I haven't checked the damage fully on it yet. But when you throw it, it will create a huge fire puddle. Anything standing in it will take constant ramping damage. So it's pretty good. You can stack this thing with multiple users as well, so it's pretty good. Last is the Freya. This is, my opinion, the weakest right now. My main reason I think it's weak is because it does not work on flying enemies. The fire grenade works on flying enemies, so if you struggle with flyers, pick up the fire grenade. The frost grenade does not work on flyers, which, in my opinion, makes it a lot weaker. So, just a little food of thought there. But frag grenade can hit flyers, but you do have to actually either hit them directly, or you have to bounce it to where they will come down from a higher plateau to a lower plateau to be hit. But it can do it. So the other thing is, it is our upgrade page. These are our momentums. We have 2 forms of currency. As you can see, we have orange gems and we have red crystals. We earn the orange gems from killing the bosses, and mainly from attacking the crystal ore we see on the map. I will have a video out to teach you how to farm more efficiently for that kind of stuff, to help you earn up to 800 on a 10-minute run later on. But for now, we're just going to talk about the basics. And the red crystals are earned from killing the bosses. You gain 1 off killing Little Mac, who is our first boss, and you gain, I think, 3 off of killing Void void jellyfish, which is the third boss. They both have their own little mechanics. I'll have a more guide video on how to deal with enemies and them as themselves later on. But, you know, we won't worry about that now. So I will explain a little bit about how the game works. I'll show a little of the mechanics off, but I'm not going to go too far into it. So, you know, I'll just jump in real quick. I'm not going to worry about my upgrades. But whenever you start up the game, you'll be offered 3 choices between 3 talents. They are always random. You just pick your poison, which one you like. And as you can see, we have a health bar and an ammo bar. We also have a perfect reload system. If you hit the perfect reload, you reload faster. And that is the only benefit. And besides that, we have a jump button, which is space, a grapple hook if you hit space while you're jumping. And then we have a dash. We have F for our grenade. And then we have what's called a super dash. So if you hit space and then jump, you'll gain a lot more distance. You can also use this off like ledges or angles, and you can get some massive distance as well. This is the ore I was talking about. This is where your little orange crystals are. Them and let me kill these guys. These little blue crystals, they can stack to create higher versions of themselves. The orange crystals can be stacked to small, medium, large, and then the EXP crystals can go from blue, purple, red to white. And so if you're one of those maximum min-maxing players, you'll have fun figuring all that out. If you're not, just have fun. Grab your stuff. You know, I'll have videos out for all that stuff later. And the only other thing you need to know is that we have what's called offerings that spawn and shrines that spawn. So offerings spawn about every, I think it's 3 minutes. And then we have a shop as well. So I'll fast forward into where the shrine spawns, and then we'll talk about the shop until then. So the shop, you can use that in those orange gems you earn in game to actually buy upgrades for your run. These are just for the run. They are temporary, but they do take those currencies. So when you're first starting off, be wary of that. I would not buy from the shop. I would hold them for your permanent upgrades until you feel more comfortable with your power level. Because, you know, everyone is different. Now, the next thing is that, as you saw, at the minute and 50 screen, my first offering spawn. And how your offering works is you can look around the map for these little shrines. Like I said, I will fast forward until I can find it, and I'll see you all when I get there. Just to add something onto the super jump. So if you do the super jump and you hold down space, you'll actually do that little hop you keep seeing me do. It does get you some mad distance. So just remember that. And you can do it on like almost any elevated surface. So even if you just hit like a small hill and you do it, you'll do the hop. And, you know, it's pretty nice. Back to searching for my offer. So, as you guys can see from where I'm standing, you will see these energy swirls. You can see them from quite a far away. You can also see if they are like underneath the bridge. You can see them poking out from underneath the bridge. Now, the cool part about these are you do not have to spend your orange currency on them. They just cost HP. So they offer like cooldown reduction, damage reduction, HP bonus, max size, fire range, and proc chance. You just go up to it, you trade 20 health, and you get a whopping, normally 10% of whatever you wanted. Generally, when you're starting off, I recommend damage, cooldown reduction, and proc chance. You know, because you get some crazy builds with some proc chance. But like I said, that's all I'm really going to talk about in this video. Well, I guess, no. You know what? There's one more thing I'm going to talk about. So, normally, whenever you get your objective counter over, this is the main reason we're playing. You have to kill 200 enemies in a solo run. Once you hit that goal, you will get a boss will spawn right here in the middle of the map. So after you kill the first boss, it will go up to 250, and then he will also spawn here in the middle of the map. I will talk more about like what their whole thing is later. And that's about it. As you saw, like a healing shrine also spawn. It's just one of these little things. When they are shot, they will give this little healing circle, and anyone standing in it will just get healed. And that's about it. Gonna end my run. But yeah, like I said, this game is really fun. There's a lot of really crazy builds you can do. I will have some videos up on my channel. I'll even put some of my fastest speed runs in there. I do hold two of the Discord's best speed runs, best for solo and best for group. So I'll post both those up on my channel. I'll even post some videos of some of the crazier stuff that we had before the patch. Like we had super speed, super fast boss kills, and all that kind of crazy stuff. I'll put that up on a later date. But hey, thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun recording this, and I can't wait to give you guys more content. So please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all later.